Welcome back to Bros in a Landfill, third place winner in our local mediocrity contest.
Your hosts for today are TAR, the only E-rated game,
Yep,
and DSY.
I'm family friendly.
DSY, who most certainly is not family friendly. And today, for the very first week of October, we're gonna be reading a creepy story to celebrate Halloween and the fact that one of the worst members of the podcast is being evicted.
Dizzy is the fastest spook in the West.
I'm so fast that you'll never see it coming.
This you don't know what's coming to you.
Anyways,
so,
today
boy.
Try is not here today, so we're gonna have us a nice, simple, chill little story where we read a creepy story called The Nightmare in Kanto. And I thought it would be a good idea to lay down the ground rules in the actual podcast itself, so that people know what we're doing.
Because I have no idea what we're doing.
Well, we're both gonna read the podcast. Excuse me. We're both gonna read the
podcast. Welcome to Reading Cast.
I was hoping that I was thinking maybe like we rotate based on paragraphs, perhaps, or maybe we rotate based on characters talking. What do you think?
Oh shit, we're both reading them? I thought you were going to read it and I was reacting, because I've never read this before.
Well, neither have I.
Oh shit! This is gonna be an adventure then. Let's do paragraphs. Or some other suitable measurement.
Well, I used to read some creepypastas before, and I think we rotated based on paragraphs. I think it was every 2 paragraphs, I think, we'd rotate. I haven't read this before. I watched a person read it before, or I listened to some people read it before. I don't remember it very well, but I remember it was hilarious, and I don't think there was anything that was necessarily, like, NSFW, so we should be fine.
Alright, neat. And we already said the title of this one, right?
Yes, The Nightmare in Kanto. And Tar, if you'd be so kind, why don't you start us off?
Alright. It all began after I finished beating the champion in FireRed. With the Master Ball still in hand, I went to the hidden cave in Cerulean City, started the battle with Mewtwo, and captured him. When he was caught, I thought I'd give him a cool name, especially since I saw all the Nightmare on Elm Street films along with pictures of Mewtwo in different evil forms, especially one of him looking just like Freddy Krueger. Too bad the image is deleted from DeviantArt now. The name I gave him was now known as Mew Terror.
Dramatic Tar voice is too good for this.
Wait, am I continuing?
Yeah, it's every 2 paragraphs.
Alright. When I heard about the 2010 remake of Nightmare on Elm Street playing in theaters, I had to put the game down so I could see it with a couple friends of mine who loved that series no matter what. The tension, suspense, and horror of it was absolutely powerful. After seeing the movie, we headed for home and minded our own business. It was then I completely forgot about the Pokemon FireRed game. On October 5th, 2010, I bought the DVD and enjoyed it to no end. I watched it numerous times in broad daylight and loved it no matter what. Luckily, I watched the movie without my family knowing about it. It's been like that for almost 3 weeks, until that very day, October 31st.
So, anyone here a big Nightmare on Elm Street fan?
I've never seen it.
Oh, I guess it had a 2010 remake.
Apparently it had a 2010 remake.
Alright then.
Anyways,
after the Halloween party ended,
Dizzy.
What?
Way to break the mood, you asshole!
I'm
trying to set up the atmosphere.
Well, I wanted to be Mickey Mouse. I mean, not Mickey the rat. I wanted to be Ralphie the Rat. There you
Ralphie
go. Don't
the
sue
Rat.
me, Disney. Why would Disney
Official
sue me?
mascot of Bros in a Landfill?
Oh dear, Ralphie.
Oh jeez, Try's gonna come into some news.
Oh, Try
This is your legacy,
baby.
Dizzy. Ralphie the Rat needs Flasher Santa.
No. This story is already plenty scary enough, Tar. I don't think we need Ralphie the Rat and Flasher Santa. Okay.
Okay, just keep going.
After the Halloween party ended, while I was getting my costume put away, I saw my FireRed game that I left out for months and started playing it for my sake.
Wait, hang on.
Sake.
Wait, what? Wait, hang on.
What?
Oh, it didn't. I guess it didn't say when he quit playing FireRed. Continue.
It said he played it for. He said he forgot about it for weeks, I think. Of course, to my curiosity and surprise, I saw that the FireRed title screen was black, the words were blood red with an eerie font, and the trainer sprite, Ash, was standing next to a shadowy creature with red lines and glowing red eyes. Wait, hold on a second. What trainer sprite? This is FireRed.
I don't think Ash was in FireRed.
No,
I'm pretty sure Red was in FireRed.
I think this person hasn't played FireRed because, to my recollection, in Red and Blue, you have a trainer sprite and then a random Pokemon on the title screen. But in FireRed, it's just a Charizard.
Okay.
There's no trainer sprite. All right, let's. If I nitpick every single detail, we're gonna be here all day.
We're gonna nitpick every single detail. We have 2.5 hours to kill.
Oh, you don't have to do it for the whole time. I don't think this is a special little ditty. Ash was standing next to a shadowy creature with red lines and glowing red eyes. Most of the creature's body was in the shape of Mewtwo. Well, I wonder if it was Mewtwo. Thinking it's all part of the Halloween special event on a Pokemon game, I pressed start and heard an evil laugh from the game. I was startled a bit from it, but I liked it because the laugh sounded as if an actor with an evil voice put it in the game. I like how I didn't even have to ask you to do that. I was actually about to. I was going to say, Tar, do your best evil laugh, and then you just did it. Now it's time. I'll do my best evil laugh, too.
Oh, no. Well, that's a different sort of evil.
I evade my taxes! Okay, I'm being too silly.
I evade my taxes!
I soon hit the option to continue my game, thinking it would be fun, but when the game came on, my eyes widened in fear. I should probably be doing the serious DSY voice for this. The game was showing a nightmare as usual, along with me standing in... Oh, a nighttime as usual. I'm sorry. Serious DSY, immediate fail.
Yes.
The game was showing the nighttime as usual, along with me standing in Palatown. But not only does it show a thunderstorm with rain, like it was Kyogre's nature power in Sapphire and Emerald, but as
Sapphire
a GBA version...
Emerald! Wait, hang on.
Well, Kyogre didn't do his thing in Ruby, so...
Oh, yeah. Haha.
Alright, 1 point for the fanfic, or for the trope. What is this, a creepypasta fanfic, or a...
We're just rolling with it.
We're just rolling with it. But as a GBA version of a haunted theme play, I also saw the water was red like blood, the houses were on fire, and the ground was littered with dead bodies, humans and Pokemon alike.
Wait, so the houses are still on fire even though it's raining?
I guess they're really, really strong fires. I mean, some fires admittedly can't be put out by water, but house fires...
Fires are... I'm pretty sure rain should do the job there. Maybe? I don't know.
It really depends. Maybe someone set up a chemical fire. They brought things specifically for this.
Okay, anyways.
This person's just really thorough. Alright. I couldn't believe what was happening. Blood, gore, and dead people. in Pokemon in a video game like this, I said to myself out loud, there's no way the creators would allow something like this. Alright, you're up.
Worried about what could happen inside the houses, I first entered my rival's house. The room was ransacked the same way as when Team Rocket broke through a house in Cerulean City, only a lot worse. For I saw that there was blood around the area, along with a couple puddles. I looked around the whole room until I saw the TV flashing as it were announcing any form of the news. However, there was something terribly different about it. When I clicked on it, there was a haunting message which was saying, "Gary's sister is now dead, and Ash's mom and rival will be soon." Horrified at the sound of it, I hurried to Mom's house, and inside was a wrecked room just like back at Gary's house. But there was a lot more wreckage everywhere. I saw the TV flashing again, clicked on it, and saw another haunting message. "Your mommy's resting peacefully, now and forever in death."
Well, at least she's peaceful.
I got my trainer to run up the steps, and to my horror, besides the room covered in a lot of blood, next to Ash's bed was his mother lying dead. That rhymes. I had my trainer to her, clicked her, and all I got was a narration of the following. "There's no response. No pulse. She's dead." "No," I said sadly out loud. I almost shedded a tear of sorrow at this, until I read yet another text box with a threatening message that said, "You're next, Pokemon Master." Then a familiar rival theme music began playing as Gary barged into the room. He stormed up to me and glared at me with a message that said, "There you are, Ash. I found my house on fire, and inside I found my sister murdered. Tell me the truth. Did you kill her? Answer me now!" And then I saw the usual choices. Yes or no.
Wow. Serious TAR is really taking this. Yes or no?
You like my spooky voice?
You're really getting into this, man.
You really like it?
Well, I'm like, oh, I feel bad, like, being silly, because I'm like, oh, like, because you're being serious, and I'm like, I don't...
I'm not even, like, I'm trying to do, like, the cliche thing, like, I don't know how serious I'm trying to be.
Should I be over the top, then? Also, do you just love the usual choices? Did you kill her? Answer me now. Yes or no? What happens if you click? What happens if you're like really sleepy and you're just kind of mashing the A button and you hit yes? and then Gary's like, "I'm just gonna pretend I didn't hear that," and he's like, and he repeats the question over and over again. Just, "Did you kill her? Answer me." Yes. "I'll give you another chance. Tell me the truth. Did you kill her? Answer me." Yes.
Oh, jeez.
All right.
Okay.
Reading the question, I shouted out loud, "No, no, I didn't do it. It was all a mistake." With that said, I hit no. I had a feeling he might understand. "Liar!" he shouted. "I know it was you who killed my sister and destroyed my home. I'm going to kill you right here, right now. You and your Pokemon. I won't take no for an answer. This is your last battle, Ash. Prepare yourself." In no time at all, my battle with Gary had started, and the Pokemon team he had were the same as when I faced him in the finals with my Venusaur. Wait, Ash didn't have a Venusaur.
Hey, Venusaur is the best of the Kanto starters.
Yeah, but Ash didn't have one. Venusaur is the best of the Kanto starters, excuse me. The best Kanto starter was Rattata. Because he's Ralphie the Rat. Oh, shit.
Just keep going.
But in shock, I saw that my entire roster's HP was half empty, in the yellow. I checked my bag to see if there were any hyper potions or anything else I could use, but I found nothing. Fortunately, my team overpowered them with the best moves I had them do. His defeated message was, "No, my team lost. This can't be." Once I'm back in the overworld, Gary said with a really angry message, "I won't let you live like this. I won't." The screen went dark with the exception of a flashing screen and thunder representing the lightning and thunder. Thank you. Before the screen came back on, and to my extreme horror.
Extreme horror. That means horror with skateboards and pointy sunglasses.
Extreme horror. All my Pokemon. Except for Pikachu, who was standing next to Ash, were murdered? Wait, hold on, what? All my Pokemon, except for Pikachu, were murdered. The dangerous trainer...
You still have a Pikachu, you scrub?
What?
Like, I get it, Ash. I get you're trying to be Ash, but, like, you're a scrub.
Hold on a second, Tar. Gary loses the fight with a bunch of Pokemon. How did he kill all of Ash's Pokemon?
With lightning, obviously.
Gary is a wizard. The dangerous trainer then said to me with the threatening messages, "There, that takes care of those beasts. Now you're next. I don't care if I'm being a sore loser, because you don't deserve to live anymore. Prepare to die." Okay. Serious
I was extremely scared. I cried out loud to myself, "Oh no!" I thought it was going to be over for Ash and Pikachu and me. Suddenly, as Bowser's theme from Mario and Luigi Bowser's Inside Story plays, lightning flashed, and the room went dark with the exceptions of the sprites of Ash, Pikachu, and Gary, who were looking around. "What the hell? What the hell's going on?" my rival shouted, seeing it as a chance to escape. I ran down the stairs with Pikachu following me like he does in Pokemon Yellow. When we reached the exit of my house, I saw a text box pop up, making my sprite stop and turn behind him with Pikachu as the words yelled out, "Murderer! Ash, come back here! Come back here!" I know that it was Gary yelling it out, indicating that he was chasing me. Thinking fast, I had Pikachu and Ash run to Professor Oak's lab, thinking to myself out loud, "Professor Oak will know what to do." When I got there, though, I saw that the room inside was a lot more ransacked than Ash's house and Gary's. There was some blood all over the place, too, along with a bunch of dead scientists. I ran up ahead and saw Professor Oak, wounded. I clicked on him, and fortunately, he was still alive, but only struggling. He asked me in a weak tone, "Ash, thank God you're okay. What happened? Is Gary okay?" Being that the trainer I'm controlling is the non-speaking RPG character type, there was a text box that shows up after a moment after Oak's question. Oh, I can't believe this. Because of his sister's murder, my grandson has gone into a psychotic rage. You must go to Viridian City. Hide in its gym. Because your flying Pokemon are killed, run there as fast as you can. Use your bike if you must. Now go. Don't let Gary catch you. And remember, I'll always believe in you. And then, after a moment of silence, I clicked on Oak. A new text box gave me a sad message. The professor has drawn his last breath. He's dead now.
Oh.
Taking the professor's advice,
wait, it's my turn now.
Wait, what?
Well, that was your 2 paragraphs. Unless you want to keep reading.
Oh, wait, that was the. Oh, yeah. Right. Ha 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 ha. I couldn't remember, and you weren't butting in, so I.
You're like taking this so seriously, and I'm like, I feel like an asshole for being like an asshole. I'm over here doing silly voices, and you're being serious, Tar.
What do you expect?
Serious Tar reads creepypastas.
I like to think that my serious voice sort of juxtaposes the very nature of these sorts of overdone, bloodied creepypastas.
I'm just waiting for Serious Tar to read Jeff the Killer.
Oh no! Please don't.
He was on the bed and he said to go back to sleep, but I screamed in terror, and then Jeff started jumping on my bed or something. I don't remember the story very well. And I guess suddenly Jeff the Killer was a child again, and then he got hit with a Molotov cocktail that wouldn't realistically hurt him at all.
Okay.
It was a Molotov cocktail with like 0% alcohol.
Oh, brilliant!
Well, I guess the bottle would hurt him. Alright, I'm gonna be serious DSY then.
Alright, serious DSY.
Taking the professor's advice, I had Ash and Pikachu make a break for it. Matter of fact, to make it a little quicker, I decided to use my bike to ride to Viridian City. Of course, when I attempted to leave Pallet Town, the music Hurry from Final Fantasy VII started playing. That's some great-ass Game Boy speakers, I tell you what. Anyways,
we're just going to ignore the fact that we had Bowser's Inside Story, a DS game. Wait, that was DS, right?
That was DS, yeah. DSY.
Hey!
Aha! There you are, you freaking murderer!
So edgy! Ow, the edge!
It was Gary. He was chasing after me. So as the storm goes on, I had Ash ride his bike through Route 1. As I made my way through the route, I saw the ground was littered with corpses of humans and Pokemon, just like back in Pallet Town. Soon, I arrived at Viridian City, but after the first few steps forward, another text box appeared, and the words of the crazed Gary shouted, "You won't get away from me! I must avenge my sister by even if it means cutting off your heads!" Okay. This got me so scared.
Grammar?
This got me scared so much, I didn't know what to do. I gotta hide.
Breathe, Dizzy.
Oh, God.
Oh, no. Gary's got him. Gary's got Dizzy.
I just choked on spit.
Oh, I hate it when that happens.
I feel stupid right now.
Okay.
Gary got him. I'm calling that spit I just choked on Gary. I didn't know what to do. I gotta hide somewhere, I shouted, and then I saw the Viridian gym. Hopping it could keep me safe from Gary. I headed to the gym and went inside. But unlike the usual inside of it, the gym was different.
Oh no, who could have guessed?
It now looked like the inside of a volcano, lava included. The volcano. Oh, so this is Claire's gym from Pokemon Gold and Silver. That's cool. It even looks similar to the inside of the what?
Ecruteak.
Ecruteak gym. What? From Heart Gold and Soul Silver? What about Claire's gym? The one that actually had lava inside of it? No, I guess not. Blackthorn just doesn't exist. Only that the pathway is over lava instead of a bottomless pit. Oh, I see what you mean now. Well, hold on a second. Didn't it play like Bowser music from like a Mario game before?
Yeah. What about that?
I guess I'm just wondering if this is Bowser's castle.
I was gonna say, if you're gonna try to bring Bowsette into this.
No, you're the one who did that.
I mean, listen, it gives Try an excuse to put Bowsette in the thumbnail.
Gotta capitalize on that sweet trends.
Gotta get those boob clicks.
Ah, sweet. Bowsette. Oh, no. Frozen all
Okay.
Nevertheless, I made my way to the end of the pathway. Once I got there, Gary's theme started playing again. Oh. And the text box with this... Can I pull up Gary's theme real fast and just put it in the chat room?
I mean, like, I don't think Audacity is going to pick it up if either of us decide to play it, so that's going to be some sound editing jobs. That's
no, I don't want... No, I want us to hear it. I don't want it playing during the actual podcast. We'll get shot down by Nintendo in no time flat.
I mean, you can.
I mean, hold on. Let me see if it'll get picked up.
It shouldn't.
Hold on. Alright, it didn't get picked up on my Audacity.
Great.
There you go.
Yeah, just remember I'm not hearing it either, so...
Just remember that this theme is playing when Gary shows up to say stuff like this. I got you now, murderer. Then my dangerous rival ran and stood 3 inches in front of him before he spoke in a threatening tone. There's nowhere left to run. I'm gonna kill you and Pikachu, and then the title of champion and Pokemon Master will be mine.
Oh, so this all came about just because he was a sore loser?
He murdered his Pokemon. I mean, Ash's Pokemon.
Wait, oh yeah. Wait, hang on. Oh, wait. Oh, I think I see where this is going. Okay, keep going.
Just when I thought it was all over for me, once again, lightning flashed and the room went dark, and just like before, only the sprites of Ash, Pikachu, and Gary were standing out, looking around. As it happened, the Act 2 theme of Fawful Stronghold from Mario and Luigi Bowser's Inside Story began playing. Surprisingly being freaked out, Gary shouted, "There it is again! This is..." Hold on, can I look up this music real fast?
I mean, if you want.
I just want to
do it quickly because, like, we're breaking the narrative flow here, Dizzy.
Sorry, I just want to make sure that...
Listen, people expect quality out of their creepypasta readings.
Okay, I'm sorry. I just wanted to make sure that we had the appropriate music so that we could understand the tone that the story is trying to set. But never mind. We'll have to make it up in our heads. I imagine it goes like... Burp, 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 burp. What's happening? What the hell is going on? Lightning flashes again, and the lights come on again. But something was different. There was a Pokemon in the room, standing in the room, right next to Gary. Only that it was no Pokemon I've ever seen. Oh, it must be a Gen 7 Pokemon. The music then changed into a remix of the Nightmare on Elm Street theme that is like a fusion of the 1984 version and the 2010 version. Just ignore the fact I almost said 7. The music was incredible, I have to admit. Being a bad sport and murderer, are we? The Pokemon spoke to him. Holy shit! Who the hell are you? Gary yelled to the creature in shock.
Ow, the edge!
I can't... Serious TAR, get us back on track.
The creature laughed evilly as he said, "You pathetic fool. Don't you know who I am? I am one of Ash's Pokemon, and he named me Mew Terror." The Pokemon's words came back to me in a major shock. Then I saw a close-up of him in a picture. It turns out he is a fusion of 3 of the Mewtwo pictures I saw on DeviantArt, and a very twisted one. Ooh! He was now an orange Mewtwo with blood-red eyes, a third eye that is all black with a glowing yellow pupil over a heartless symbol on his forehead, because we're bringing Kingdom Hearts into this now. Fangs showing from his mouth, a blue furry clawed hand. Oh gosh, not the furries. Blue feet and 2 slightly curved spikes at the end of his purple tail. He wore a red and dark green striped sweater, a brown fedora, and a metal-clawed brown leather glove. Mewterra became a twisted Mewtwo, cosplaying one of my favorite horror movie monsters, Freddy Krueger.
I would have preferred Freddy Fazbear.
No! Wait, what?
I would have preferred Freddy Fazbear. That would have been a real creepy story.
What? No! No! Gary cried out in shock. It can't be true! That quote just now reminded me of a bit in Star Wars, but Mutera snapped, "Shut up, you chump!" Ow, the edge.
Ow.
It is true. And for what you did to Pokemon, I'm afraid it's time for you to die. My rival tried to escape, but the room, along with the lava, went dark and the screen was flashing a lot, and the text of a blood-curdling scream was shown. Blood-curdling scream. The lights came back on and went back. The lights came back on, and standing right next to Ash and Pikachu was the dead body of Gary Oak. His eyes looked like they were crying tears of blood. The color of his body was pale. One of his arms was removed, and his outfit was completely tattered and drenched in blood. Okay. Just a reminder, this is 16-bit.
Yeah, and this also just happened like 1 second ago. How is his body already pale?
No, that's completely believable. Video games. It hit me like a lightning bolt. My rival was murdered. I didn't know whether to feel relieved or scared, but given the situation here, I was most likely scared. I thought Gary's death was enough for the Freddy Krueger-like Mewtwo, but I was wrong. Dead wrong! Evil puns. The evil murderer glared deathly at glared deathly... What? Grammar? The evil murderer glared deathly at Ash and Pikachu as he spoke in a sinister, "You think I'm done with murdering? Don't be a dumbass." Ow, the edge. Any death of any Pokemon gives me more power, and I want the last of it from your Pikachu, and you're in the way. There's nothing you can do to save him or yourself from my claw and powers. As a matter of fact, you may want to take a look at your Pokemon. Feeling scared, I checked my Pokemon roster, and not only was Pikachu there as usual, but also, to my horror, 5 unknown letters: A, D, E, H, and T. But they were arranged in a different order, together forming a word. I spelled the letters together, and they spelled the scariest word ever.
Disney! Actually, they spelled death. But, they spelled death, but in the English translation of this, creepypasta, they changed it to final. So who gets that little reference? I screamed out loud in horror. Mutera then laughed in a laughing sound effect. Thank you. Was it the Kefka laugh?
Wait, you didn't want me to do the laugh again?
I said, was it the Kefka laugh?
The laugh?
There's a guy in Final Fantasy III called Kefka who has this sinister laugh, and then someone took the laugh and they put it in Sonic.exe.
Oh, brilliant.
Now it's not... That's right, Ash.
Little did the viewers know this is a crossover episode.
That's right, Ash. My 5 favorite unknown letters and my friends have now bonded with you because they are my partners in finding my victims. What? And thanks to them, I have found who my next one will be. You! You two will never escape because my unknown friends are keeping you from escaping. With their psychic powers, their hidden powers...
Oh no. Wait, hang on. How does the unknown lore work? Because, I know alone they're powerless, but, when 2 or more? Is it when 2 or more get together, then they start doing creepy shit?
Unknowns have narrative powers, which is to say they're like the most powerful thing in the universe and can do whatever they want in a Pokemon story. In the actual games, they're completely useless.
Oh, so it's Bill Cipher.
Is Bill Cipher useless in the Gravity Falls game?
I mean, keep going.
God, where was I?
Sad to say.
Sad to say, your quest of being a Pokemon Master has come to an end. Farewell, Ash Ketchum. The next thing I knew, I was in a Pokemon battle against him, and the logo that turns the screen black was the Team Magma logo, only that the M represents Mewterror. Or maybe it was just Magma. The music in the background was the same music as when you go against Pete in Magical Tetris Challenge. Well, there goes the there goes the tension.
Magical Tetris Challenge.
You thought I was ruining it. Mewterror put down some nice L blocks, but I was on the fast and loose with my T-shaped blocks. I don't know how to play Tetris either, I guess, because that's not how you play Tetris. I attempted to make the controls to do the battle, but to my horror, it was as if it were a corrupt tutorial video. The computer was controlling my Pokemon and having them fight against a level 100 Mewterror too. It started with my level 90 Pikachu using Volt Tackle on Mewterror. Dang. Wait, hold on a second. Level 90 Pikachu
I'm pretty sure
Volt Tackle?
I don't think Pikachu can learn Volt Tackle in FireRed.
I don't
pretty sure
remember.
That's not a thing.
I think it was a Gen 4 move, but even if it's
I'm
not
pretty sure it was.
Even if it's not Gen 4, though, you needed to breed a Pikachu with a light ball to give birth to a Pichu that has Volt Tackle, and then evolve that into a Pikachu, and you can't breed in FireRed until you beat the game.
And it says that light ball was definitely a Gen 4 item, so...
Oh, yeah, so...
Anyways.
So this is... I love how this is what we're hung up on, or this is what I'm hung up on.
No, both of us are hung up on it.
You know what I would have done if I was stuck in this fight with Mewterror and Pikachu and stuff? I would have switched out Pikachu for one of the unknown letters so that Mewterror would have killed it, so I could have changed the word from death to something else.
From death to eat. More?
You fucker! Man, we got Bowetta, we got Bill Cipher.
Boar.
This podcast
this is gonna be a field day for Try.
It's the worst.
Okay. I think you mean best.
Oh, hey, what's this in the landfill over here? Oh, it's my career.
Oh, damn. Okay. Keep going.
I'm gonna re-say what I said before in case people forget. Where is it? Yes, it started with my level 90 Pikachu using Volt Tackle on Mewterror. It damaged him only a bit. Let me get serious now, like Teen Titans Go serious.
Oh no!
It damaged him only a little bit. The Mewtwo, like, freak well, there goes that. The Mewtwo, like freak, responded with Flamethrower. It damaged Pikachu really good. It gave him a burn. And then Mewtwo dropped the mic, I guess. Pikachu next tried Quick Attack on Mewterror, but it damaged him only a little bit. And the evil cutscene hit... And the evil creature...
The evil cutscene... Well, I mean, cutscene works too.
The evil... Well, okay, this story has enough grammatical issues. I don't need to fabricate some. The evil creature hit the poor mouse with a shadow ball, damaging him to the area that's close to the red. In severe pain, Pikachu used Thunderbolt. Wouldn't it die from the burn, though?
It's close to the red, so it's not quite at a quarter health yet.
Oh, okay, good point. In severe pain, Pikachu used Thunderbolt. It managed to deplete his health bar to the yellow. Man, you should have just spammed Thunderbolt. However, Mutera healed itself back up with Recover, much to my slight annoyance.
Much to my slight annoyance. Okay.
This asshole just murdered my rival, burned my town down, his playing Magical Tetris challenge. It's just kind of annoying.
Okay.
So Pikachu tried to damage the evil beast with Iron Tail, but he should have used Thunderbolt.
He should have used Thunderbolt.
To my honor, it missed him. Wait. To my horror, it missed him. DSY can't read. After that, Mutera severely damaged him with Metal Claw. It had gotten Pikachu's HP down to 0, and after the poor yellow creature fainted, the text showed a horrifying message. It did not say, Pikachu fainted. It said, Pikachu died. Wait, hold on, let me... Wait, am I still on?
Wait, what are we doing now?
I just suddenly couldn't hear you at all, and I was wondering...
Oh, I wasn't speaking.
Oh, okay.
You were reading, man.
The screen showed the overworld again, and Pikachu was now seen next to Ash, lying dead. It's all over, Ash. Your Pokemon will never defeat me. I am all powerful, and just like you, I will kill all who neglected me. When did Ash do that?
I think Mutera is trying to do a fourth wall break here.
What?
Anyways.
Well,
keep going.
Okay. And once everyone in Kanto is dead, I will kill everyone else in the other regions. And now, Ash Ketchum, goodbye. With that said, he killed Ash in an extremely gruesome fashion, leaving him to be no more than a dead corpse with bleeding claw marks on his face and all over his body. No! I screamed in despair after seeing this. It was a horrible sight.
Again, 16-bit.
Just
how do we do all these gruesome murders with 16-bit graphics?
It was a ghost.
A ghost can affect the resolution of a GBA?
Well, of course. Haven't you ever watched Unfriended?
You know, I wanted to.
It wasn't very good.
But I never did.
Satisfied.
Anyways, satisfied of his work, Mutera laughed as he shouted his scary and evil tone. Now no one will get in my way. I am the dominant Pokemon Master now, and I am the dominant Pokemon Master now, and I will be killing everyone in all worlds. The evil Pokemon freak then turned as if he were looking downward. But to my fear, he said, starting with you, the player playing this game. I'd like to thank you for having this game around while you were watching the Nightmare on Elm Street movie. If it weren't for that, I never would have achieved such great power. And now I'm going to use you as a guinea pig to test it. I don't care if you delete this data or get rid of this game. I will be coming after you in your nightmares. So to end this miserable game, I have 2 words. Game over. So long, loser, and happy Halloween. The exact evil and scary laughter was heard as the screen faded to black, and then 2 words came up in bright red blood, explaining exactly what Mutera said. Game over. Extremely scared out of my wits, I turned off the game, turned it back on, and deleted the game by starting over a new one. I didn't care if I were to start over from the very beginning, as long as I didn't have to go through all that again. I stopped when I reached Viridian Forest, and when it was bedtime I went to sleep. But I had a terrible nightmare as I slept. I was traveling with my Pikachu through Sinnoh, but I heard an evil laughter, then turned to my shoulder as I saw Pikachu hanging limp and bleeding with his insides coming out. I screamed in horror as I got the bleeding corpse off my shoulder. Then I saw Mewterra face to face, saying hi to me with an evil and sadistic grin before he began laughing evilly as he raised his claw at me. I screamed before I made a run for it. It wasn't long before I was trapped in an alley. As scary, seizure-flashing colors went around me, I braced myself for my doom before Mewterra slashed its claw at me. I woke up with an extremely loud scream. My parents came up to me, comforting me about my nightmare, saying it won't happen again. But then, my mother asked me in concern and worry, "What happened to your arm?" Looking concerned, I looked at my arm and saw a nasty, bleeding claw mark. It was the mark of Mewterra beginning his scary and evil curse.
Written by... let's not add that part in. That ended way sooner than I thought it would.
Wait, what? So, I didn't hear you. Just cut out.
I said that ended way sooner than I thought it would. So, Tara, what did you think of Pokemon and Nightmare and Kanto? Because we still have so much time left, I went to go look for other Pokemon stories, but unfortunately, and I kid you not, all the other stories I went to go look up have been taken down.
Oh, fun. Oh, well.
One of them was tried to download itself onto my computer, but that didn't go very well. So what else should we read?
What was that?
So what else should we read? Hold on, wait. Maybe maybe I can still get it to work. No, this is just some jerk's Twitter page. No.
Yeah, I thought this was just gonna be like the one and done thing.
Well, I wanted it to be, but we've only been here for like half an hour.
Wait, really?
Kinda. I think around that amount of time. Alright then.
It's been 48 minutes.
Tar. Well, yeah, but not all of that was us reading. Tar then. This is the part of the creepypasta review segment where we ask each other questions about it. What we liked, what we would change, and what parts we'd like to remove from our brain with a screwdriver if necessary. I mean the cocktail! What did you guys think I meant? Give me some of that sweet, sweet alcohol.
Aren't you underage?
Shh. They don't have to know.
Aren't I underage?
Not in Canada.
Oh, true.
Anyways, what if you were writing this creepypasta story, what would you change?
More blood.
More blood?
I think more blood would really benefit this story.
I think there was... Alright, so Tara's saying, not enough blood. Hashtag need more blood.
Oh, no!
I think we needed some more spooky stuff, too. A little more, I think, you know what we really needed? More music from different games.
Yeah, I think that really... Fuck.
I think they needed some BlazBlue tracks in there to really get the tension and horror going up.
Oh yeah, throw in some Thin Red Line, the second one.
Oh no. Obviously, though, this story sucks because it doesn't have a happy ending, so I'm going to revise it so that Son Goku shows up and Kamehamehas the evil Mewtwo.
Who is Goku Kamehamehaing?
the evil Mewtwo. Or you know what? He just Kamehamehas the Ash as well, because apparently Ash is a murderer, I guess, according to Mewtwo.
No, Mewtwo was just after his own ends. No, Mewtwo was just being a selfish dick. He was he just wanted to be Mewtwo wanted to be the very best like no one ever was, damn it.
Well, he was, I think, because he won in the end.
He did win. He is the very best like no one ever was.
Let's go ahead and write the epilogue where Mewtwo successfully kills the player, and then he gets really, really bored and kind of starts to realize how stupid the whole thing is. He's like, why am I wearing this hat anyways, and this blue wolf claw in my hand? Well, I got revenge on everyone I ever wanted to, and I killed everyone in all the regions. Now what? Maybe I'll get a job at Nintendo.
Oh, right, the blue furry claw.
Is Mewtwo the uncle who works for Nintendo?
Wait, what?
Is Mewtwo the uncle who works for Nintendo?
Yes!
Hello, kids.
My dad works at Sega.
My dad works at Senka and my uncle works at Nintendo. Him and Sonic have a lot of fights.
See here. What else could we do to improve this story?
Well, it needs more sands from Undertale. I think that's a pretty definite thing.
That's definitely missing.
All right, so let's.
There.
Let's just start rewriting
Undertale. That was Sans Undertale.
Let's just start rewriting this whole story from the beginning. All right. Let's not. It all began at the end.
Wait. It all began in an abandoned landfill.
Two dorks decided to read one dork's story. Mewtwo.
And then nothing happened afterward.
No, wait, no. Let's make this legit now. It all started in an abandoned landfill.
Wait, shit, we're doing this? No, yeah. No, I refuse to be a part of this.
Bros in a landfill, the creepypasta.
The Bros in a landfill creepypasta. Someone needs to get on this.
But then I realized that
it's not going to be us, but someone needs to get on this. And it needs to have a lot of blood, and it needs to have a lot of music from other games, and it needs to have a lot of grammatical errors.
I need to look up more Pokemon stupid pastas.
Anyways, I'm pretty sure that's it. Because we accomplished all that we set out to do.
Oh, I don't want it to end like that. But yeah, I guess you're right. We don't want to dawdle too much.
We don't want to outstay our welcome without try. This is just a fun-sized treat.
Well, I'm sure Try enjoyed it. Isn't that right, Try?
This has been Bros in a Landfill, signing off.
Happy Halloween, everybody.